Hello viewers, welcome to educators.com. This is Venkatraman Ganji. In the previous session, we have discussed what is menu and what are the different types of menus available for us in Android and what is an option menu, how to create a menu resources. Now let us discuss about in detail what is an options menu and how to create an options menu one by one. So this options menu is going to include actions and other options which are relevant to your current activity context. Just like you're already we discussed in the previous session, the basic operations like search, compose mail, other things. If you take your material design applications, defaultly you'll find a floating button on the screen. So the mostly it's common for your creating or maybe editing something, and the settings and such is common for each and every application nowadays. And where this options menu is going to appear, it depends upon the version we choose to develop our application. If you see the diagram, if you are developing an application against 2.3 and lower versions, so that is going to be the six menu item at the bottom of the screen you'll find when you click on a D-pad button of the device. But if you take a lower and higher versions, so from 3.0 and above versions, it is going to be at the action bar or maybe app bar, whatever you call. So it looks like this. So the first one is like your application icon. This is your action buttons, and this is your menu button. Third one is your menu button. So how to create an options menu? So whatever is it, creating option menu. That's it. So on create options menu callback method we will use to create options menu, and then inflate the menu resource which we created in the XML of your resource directory. And finally, so you just call your on create options menu. Inside this you have to call all this. And even in options menu we can have an order in category attributes for each and every item in the XML before you create in the XML resource, where you can reorder your menu items, like you can push up and down. So it depends upon the order you specify, it will be visible. And to handle the events, click events in our options menu, we use on options item selected. To create on create options menu, if you click something, we call on options item selected method, and which is going to identify the item whatever you click through get item ID method. Now let's start a project and create. Open your Android Studio and create a new project, name it as options menu. So the project has been launched successfully. So here it is, your layout file and the activity file which you has been opened. Now the first step is we have to create a menu resource. Under resource directory, right click and create a folder and name it as so the menu resource directory has been created. In this, create a resource file, menu resource file. So name it as menu or options menu, options underscore menu. So as we discussed in our previous session, the root tag must be menu, and inside that we are going to add item attributes for our each and every menu item. So I'm just creating items now one after other. So for every item there are some common attributes as we discussed: ID, title. So ID, create an ID for this. I'm going to take some colors. When I click on a button or when I choose an option, it is going to change the background color for me. So I'll say the first one as red. I'm taking some basic RGB colors. What is the red? Yeah, I should specify title. Of course, we'll do one by one. Title. This must come from a string resource. Okay, so just create a string resource by opening here strings.xml file in the values directory. Open your strings.xml file. Open editor, add keys. So red, click on OK, like green, blue, and I'm just taking some basic colors actually. Yeah, I'm done with this. Come back to your menu resource file, that is options underscore menu.xml file, and so add three more. So just next one is green, and change the string value as well for all remaining. So all the menu items has been changed. You can see it in your preview mode. This is how it is going to look like. Option menu is going to look like. When you click on options menu button at the app bar, it is going to visible like this. So now the first part is done. Next, come back to your main activity.java. So here just call your on create options menu method, which allow us to create an options menu in the Android. So let's call on create options menu. So just simply call your menu inflator. So menu inflator. So inflator is equal to, either you can create through new or directly you can call get menu inflator, which will allow us to inflate the resource file. Okay. So now upon this inflator object, call inflate method. So inflator dot inflate, which is going to take your menu resource and the menu parameter. So the menu resource is r dot menu dot options menu, which we created, and the next parameter is your menu, which is already there. Save this. Now if you want to see whether that has been created properly or not, run your application. Then later we'll see the option item click. So this is the connected device which is available for us. Click on run button. It will take some time. Please wait. So the application has launched successfully on the screen. Just click on options menu button at the app bar. So it is showing me the options: red, green, blue, yellow, and all. Now let us see how to handle the click events. So for that, just simply call on option item selected method on options item selected. So it is going to take your item ID. So I'm going to take a switch case for now, which is reliable here. So just item dot get item ID is a method which we discussed. So and call your case statement. So we have multiple case available here, like case r dot id dot red, the first one, and do something over here. So like this, do it for three more options which are there available, three more items, and change the IDs. Save it. Now I'm going to change the background color of my, so the entire layout. Okay, for that I'm going to recognize, or else you can say you can change your text color as well. So to have a better way, I'm going to take the background. So come back to your activity.xml file. Here just give a back ID for your relative layout. Android ID is equals to, I'll say, relative. And even for your text view also you can give something, an ID. So let us say title. So save this and change some the text size also. Let's give it 40. So SP, because we are dealing with, so text view scale independent pixel. Now come back to your activity. Just load whatever you're trying to use. You are going to change the background, so you need an ID for that particular background, so which is your relative layout. So I'm say relative layout REL or relative layout. And if you want to use something in your activity, we will use find view by ID method, as we know already. So is equals to find view by ID, r dot id dot, so relative, and with semicolon and alt enter, cast it to relative layout. Here we are going to change it. So now let us change the color. So relative layout dot. So what you are going to do? See, I want to set something, but I don't know what to set and I don't remember. So you can see the set gravity, set ignore. So set background color. Here it is, set background color, which is in a colors code. So which is going to be the color dot red color. So the constants are already available for us, predefined in your colors API. Yeah, save this. So like this, do it for everything. So I'm going to do it for two colors. I'll change the background color, and for two, I'll change the text view color. So for that also, I should load my text view here into the layout file. So text view, I'll say title, and load it using find view by ID method. So change it title, and the ID is also title, which I have given. So save this, and the type is actually text view. You must typecast it. Yeah, now for the next remaining two, I'm going to change the color of that particular text view. So that is title dot set text color. Okay, you'll find that set background drawable. Let me type set t, see, set text color or text appearance. Here see color state list colors and colors. I'm going to go with the colors defaultly, which is like color dot blue, and for final, that is yellow, and change your color to yellow. That's it. Save it. Run the application by clicking on run button. It will take some time to launch on the emulator. It has been launched successfully. Click on options menu, go for green. So the background color has been changed, and now go for yellow. The text color has been changed, and red, the background color has changed. Go for blue, the text color has been changed. And even if you see the order is like red, green, blue, yellow, we can change the order by order in category attribute for your item. So means go to your menu resource directory. Here it change your, add an attribute called order in category. So which is going to take in integer values. So let us say even you can give 1, 2, 3, 4 or 100, 200, 300. Let us say I have given 100 for red. Automatically when you pass a value, the other items which doesn't have an order in category will be visible first. And now for red it is 100, right? For yellow, let us change it to 300. So observe what is going to be happen. So 300. Okay, automatically what happened? So save it. Yeah, for blue. Okay, so blue 300. The more value will have, the higher priority, means it goes to the back completely bottom. So this is how we work with order in category as well. So this is all about your options menu in Android and how to create an options menu, how to handle the click events in options menu. Thanks for watching educators.com. Let's catch up in the next session.